Welcome to this short introductory video about our open Interfaith Health Science Center Zoom Sanctuary, Inspirational Gatherings. The next one is on the 20th of July, noon, Winnipeg time. We think of this as a confluence of holy souls. No matter how strong the measure of divine grace, unless supplemented by personal, sustained, and intelligent effort, it cannot become fully effective and be of any real and abiding advantage. All are welcome. We're all equals here. Everyone is free to suggest any changes that will make this a more fruitful gathering, or to take over arranging all or part of any session. There is in each gathering a moment to get to know each other, what we're each praying for, what is on our hearts, and then to share those prayers, songs, quotes, inspirational thoughts. God, please help me to honestly take stock. Help me to search out the flaws in my makeup which caused my failure. Help me to see where resentment has plagued and resulted in spiritual malady. But more importantly, help me to understand my part in these resentments. Help me to resolutely look for my own mistakes and to understand where I had been selfish, dishonest, self-seeking, and frightened. Please help me to be searching and fearless in my endeavor to take my own inventory. All around the world, neighbors, families, and groups of friends gather in different spaces to pray together, regardless of their religion, race, nationality, or background. Because it is an interfaith gathering, one of the ways we express that is through studying about the Aboriginal beliefs in our area of the world. White-capped buffalo woman of the Lakota brought to them this throwing the ball. And in the old days, it was very different from the modern game that is played with 4 teams, 4 goals, and a ball. The original ball was made of buffalo hair, covered with buffalo hide. Today, the balls are usually beaded and colorful. And as we study and read more about this and discuss it, we come to recognize all the spiritual applications of this throwing the ball. Honoring the children that did not come home. Verily, with exceeding joy, with heart and soul, do these oppressed divine offer themselves up for all mankind in every land. Thou seest them, O my Lord, weeping over the tears thy people shed, mourning the grief of thy children, condoling with humankind, suffering because of the calamities that have beset the citizens of the earth. On earth as it is in heaven. I adjure thee, by thy might, O my God, let no harm beset me in times of tests, and in moments of heedlessness guide my steps aright. Through thine inspiration, thou art God, opener thou to do. One of the aspects of our gatherings is understanding the issues of the day. And one of the issues of the day, of course, is murdered and missing Aboriginal women. And the dialogue about murdered and missing Aboriginal women is important if we are to build a community we all feel we belong in. It is a hard discussion and a difficult one, and even traumatic to hear. Our Aboriginal sisters have had to go through this trauma. We can learn how they deal with being traumatized and can draw on their strength. If it is too much, of course, people can skip those 2 slides. My hope for the final report is that it will raise awareness about how much racism still exists in Canada. I also hope for the tougher laws for rapists, pedophiles, and murderers. My daughter's murderer received a sentence of 25 years in prison. But After 13 years, he will qualify for day passes. He was also previously charged in a number of violent cases. I fear for the safety of women and girls in his community because he showed no remorse for what he did to my daughter, and I fear he will reoffend. From the final report. In the global Bahai community, we're beginning to see how these gatherings can gradually change the way we perceive ourselves and the community around us. These kinds of informed inspirational gatherings, sometimes called devotionals, represent one of the main efforts of the Bahai community when it comes to creating a new culture of love and unity. The Bahai Holy Writings clearly extol the power of prayer, especially when people come together in groups to pray. Another aspect of the issues of the day is racism, and one of the great philosophers on this issue was Aline Locke. Unless racial equality is recognized as basis and important in the post-war planning, the race problem will be intensified, not only nationally, but with an international spotlight upon it. Do Black Lives Matter? Most certainly, for they are the pupil of the eye of humanity. Make a list of your friends and invite them to this devotional or to a devotional you begin. We hope you have a good week. We hope that you can join us. Take care. God bless.